Good morning, y'all. Woo! I hope that y'all are staying warm and dry. And all this bad ice storm stuff that they're predicting is, well, it's not what they claim. That's just what I'm hoping and praying. I will say that for us here in Central Alabama, as of right now, while I'm making this video, well, it's gone north of us a good bit. We were going to get some of the bad stuff, but now they're predicting it's going to go north of us, so, which is a relief for us, but that doesn't mean the people are north of us, you know. That's what I keep thinking, you know. Yeah, we're probably going to be spared, but just, I'm thinking of y'all. I'm hoping everything is safe, no major power outages, no nasty bad stuff, and no one gets hurt. That's just what I'm hoping and praying for. Whew, but it is starting to cool off, and it is raining. And T-Rex Tater is hungry. Oh, goodness gracious. Whoo! All right, good morning, boss lady. I hear you, Pocket. We're gonna get you, girl. We're gonna get everybody this morning. Yeah, we are.
All right, girls. How'd y'all do? 6, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 14, 15, 17, 18, 20, 22, 25, and something very special. We call it a fairy egg. Number 26. I don't think anybody's going to want to buy this one. Isn't it cute, though? On a rainy morning. Got some eggs, Jason. Guess how many? They're wet.
22.
26
God.
and a quarter.
So we got a new egg layer.
Well,
More
not
likely.
necessarily.
No,
It
I
could
guess
be a
so.
fairy egg because
That's
we
true.
don't have anybody but white egg
Yeah,
layers that
yeah.
are new. So at the beginning of a new cycle, they can lay this little egg. And if you have chickens, what do you call it? We call it a fairy egg, but lots of different.
I can't believe we got 26 eggs.
26 and a quarter.
That's crazy.
Isn't that what they call that Harry Potter thing?
3/4. I can't remember what number it is.
13 and 3/4.
Is it
isn't
13?
don't
Somebody's
know.
gonna let us know.
Well, I thought it was 26 but, and a quarter.
It's something in the 3/4. All right, y'all, I gotta let your food soak now. You just gotta be patient, boss lady. I am gonna let the animals out this morning. While that's soaking. All right, back. Y'all, come on, let's go. Good morning, boys. All right, I know y'all probably don't want to come out here, but I can't control it. No, I can't control it. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Y'all come on too. Come on. I know it's nasty. Nasty. Y'all see the goats? They're just gonna say, nah, we're just gonna stay in here until it slacks off just a little bit. Good morning, honey. Good morning, Jesse. How y'all doing this morning? At least y'all got a nice, clean, dry spot to hang out. Right, Topper? Right, buddy? Nice, clean spot, right? Yeah. Then dry, I mean. All of it. There's no food over here, baby. You know that. We don't feed until the evening times. Whoo! All right, Big Peach, here we come, girl. Here we come. I'm coming, girl. You can see the food is nice, good, and soaked in there. I know, Pocket. I know. We're just gonna let you eat in here, because since it's raining outside, okay? Yeah. All right, boss lady. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. There you go.
I don't know how I got so messed up.
What'd you get messed up on?
All I did was walk from the coop to over here,
Yeah.
and somehow I told you the wrong number about the eggs.
It's not 26?
It's 25 and a quarter, not 26 and a quarter. I said there were 25 in a fairy egg,
Yeah, yeah.
but what I wasn't thinking was it wasn't 26 plus the fairy egg. So 25 and a quarter.
25 and a quarter.
It's raining.
Yeah, it's raining. I think it's gonna rain all day, isn't it?
It looks like it's going to slack up about 11.
Okay.
We shall see.
We shall see. We need it, though.
Well, we do.
We do
but
need it.
We're going to have rain all day Saturday and all day Sunday, too.
What's the low tonight?
Not that bad.
Okay. So we'll cover the calendula tomorrow night?
No, not until Sunday night, I think.
Sunday night. Okay. Gotta keep me straight.
I know.
Gotta keep me straight. Since it's raining pretty good, you reckon T-Rex Tater would accept me waiting till it slacks off before I feed her?
You see that barn door right there with a crack in
I'm
it?
fixing to go look.
It's just going to be just big enough for her to get her nose in here.
I'm gonna go see.
And she's going to wreck this barn.
Well, all of them are out there waiting on me. Oh my gracious.
I said, nope, sir.
I'm coming. I'm coming. You see them? Oh goodness.
Act like it's not even raining.
I know it. Don't bother them at all. All right, here we go. Here we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. There you go, beautiful. There you go. I'm gonna get this other bucket while we're out here. Whew. Come on, girl. I'm coming, Pocket. I'm coming, girl. Yeah. I'm coming. You don't need much. You still got some left over from yesterday. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna give you any. No. You eat that up. You don't need any more. No, you eat that up. Yeah, she don't need any more. Hey, she's got plenty. Matter of fact, I'm gonna shut this door right here. Not all the way. Just about like that right there. Pocket's dry, so we're not leaving her out in the rain or anything. But sometimes her and Peaches are getting a little dispute because, well, Peaches gets a little more grain than Pocket does, so Pocket eats hers super fast because it's, not that much. And so Pocket will try to go sneak a bite out of Peaches' bowl, That's why I'm gonna keep this door shut. And yeah, we don't need any disputes this morning. You just about got it though. You just about got it. But when Peaches gets finished, she'll just open up this door, come over here, stick her nose right there, and open up that door and go out. Gotta keep the peace around here. Y'all, I believe everybody's undercover. We got Gus and Loretta, Topper, the goats, rest of the goats, shake and bake, except Opie's gonna go on out. Opie doesn't mind it at all. I mean, actually quite low. To be honest with you. There goes Ernest T. The donkeys, everybody's undercover. Well, Opie said he's gonna go on this side. Don't care at all. Also, Nuggy don't care either. Oh, he didn't let Nugget out this morning because it's just such nasty weather. And yeah, he just needs to be over there. He's got access to go under the stalls here. He's got the porta huts here. And so just better for him to stay in his pasture this morning for sure. Y'all, I kind of did things backwards this morning, or in reverse order. Number one, it was raining real hard, and I wanted to go ahead and take care of the barn stuff since I'd be inside. And Brooke was helping me Carl with some homeschooling this morning, so I went ahead and got started early with the chores. And so I'm doing the horses in reverse. Usually what we do is we'll split. I'll come take care of the horse chores and get those guys going, and I'll get Thomas and those guys right there taken care of, and the Scott and not Scott, and then Brooke goes to the barn, and usually whoever gets done first will go take care of the chickens. That's how we've been doing it lately, and that's been working out really, really well. I do want to talk to you about a mistake I made in the last video. Yeah, I definitely made a big mistake in the last video. But before we get into that, let's take care of the horses. And y'all, can you hear that? Listen. Probably can't. My microphone's on. And well, let me go and get the horses food soaking here. And I can hear the rain has almost completely stopped, which is great. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about. The refrigerator. Y'all, I don't know how long it took me to clean that thing. Y'all remember how bad it was? Yeah, it was pretty rough, I must say. But I did get it clean, all but the drawers. I got tired and it was getting late. So I got to go back and clean the refrigerator drawers. But other than that, the refrigerator is clean. Y'all take a look. I mean, come on. Look at that. Do you remember what this looked like? It's pretty rough up here too. And it is cooling. It is cooling. The gentleman I got it from, the neighbor, put it this way, there was a bird nest right here. That's why it was so bad right there. Okay. But also, he hadn't been running it for a good little minute. He never did say how long it's been since he had been running it. So there was a chance that it may not work, but it's working. It's absolutely working. There's only one thing though, one thing. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but the door's straight, as far as I can tell. There's no crease in it. But it gets a bigger gap as you go up. It's sealed here, but as I go up, that gap gets wider and wider and wider. Now, I don't feel any cold air coming out of it, but it needs to close. It's about 1/4 of an inch. Now, this is an old refrigerator. I'm not sure I could even find a gasket for this thing. Maybe I can, but here's my thing. It's just in my shop, okay? This is not nothing fancy. I'm just thinking about putting a latch on it right here and just closing it up. Just boom. Just latch right here and just pulling it tight, and that'd be done with it. And I know some of y'all are going, don't do that. It's just a shop refrigerator, y'all. It's not going in the house. It's nothing fancy. I just wanted to keep water and Gatorade and horse medicine cold for the most part, and maybe keep a bag of ice in here if we need it. I don't know, but I would love for it just to close just that 1/4 of an inch right there. And I'm thinking just a little latch on there and it'll close it, keep it shut. Yep, I do. And this thing yeah, I don't think that's gonna hurt a thing right there. I really don't. What do you think? Just a little latch right there? You know what I'm talking about? Just a little right there. Clasp, latch, boom, sealed up. I think that'll work. I do. I'm not trying to win no beauty contest with this thing. So, I believe the horse feed's probably almost ready. And I do believe the rain has stopped, because I don't hear anything. Even though this shop is insulated, you can still hear it raining pretty good on this metal building. Oh yeah, it quit. Yeah, it quit, didn't it, Willie? Now I know some of y'all saying, I don't know, horses, why are they wet? Well, look, y'all, they got a shelter down yonder. Way down yonder. Right there. You see it? Right there. And they have this wonderful stall. And I kind of like the cows, unless it's raining really, 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 really hard. It doesn't bother them at all. Okay, Big Daddy, I'm coming. All right, buddy, come on. Come on. And y'all, I've tried feeding them in the stall, and they're just a little unsure of things in that stall. They do go in there, but they don't like eating in there. And I think it's because, well, I've mentioned it before, you know, Willie he's not food aggressive. I call him food protective. So he don't mind if you eat your food, that's fine. Just don't get near mine. And I think, you know, Reska respects that a lot. So I think when they get in this stall, even though the stall is big enough for 3 or 4 horses to eat in, maybe more than that, but even though it is stalled, it feels enclosed, and I think it makes her nervous, and then Willie feeds off her nervousness, and then he feels nervous. So they really don't like to eat in this stall. So that's why I've been feeding them outside the stall. I'll let them dictate what they want to do, or what's comfortable for them, for sure. All right, let me go. Well, let me explain myself why, or what happened in the last video. That, yeah, I made a mistake. Come on, girl, load up. Let's go. Come on. What am I saying load up for? I didn't open up the door. You get the door, okay? You get the door. I'll get the door. All right, you ready? You ready? so be wet, girl. Goodness, how'd you get so wet you've been inside the whole time, hadn't you? Whew. Well, here we are, back in the garden area, and let me show y'all my mistake yesterday. So in the last video, I was over here in this cover crop area over here, just bragging about how big my radishes were. But there's one problem. This is not a radish. Yep, this is not a radish at all. This is a purple top turnip. And, well, let me tell you why I thought it was a radish. How did Farmer Jason make such a huge mistake? Doesn't he know the difference between a turnip and a radish? Number one, I need to look. I really need to look. Yep, these are all purple top turnips. So here's why I thought they were radishes. And I should have known better when I saw this large one, but I got so excited because I saw so many of these, and I was like, yeah, I got radishes. But this is why I said that. Let me see if I can actually find any. I don't actually see any. That doesn't mean anything. They may be in here. What is that? Yep, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, that is one of my radishes right there. It's got a lot of mud on it. I really don't feel like cleaning it off because it's so muddy, but this is a daikon radish. You can kind of see the whiteness of it right there. When I planted this cover crop right here, I bought these seeds from a local feed store. I love going in feed stores when it's time to get seeds. They just, it's just something nostalgic. The old seed bins, they actually had these particular seeds in like those wooden type barrel halves and had them all labeled, what was what. And I got to choose which ones I wanted. And y'all, for the life of me, I do not remember picking out purple top turnip greens. I just don't remember it. But I do remember getting radishes. As a matter of fact, I swear I picked out 2 different type radishes. Tillage radishes or daikons, and just a regular old everyday radish to plant in this garden. Which leads me to one or two things, and both can be true. Number one, I asked for purple top turnips and don't remember planting purple top turnips. Or I asked for the 2 different types of radishes, and when the gentleman went back there and scooped them, he got the wrong scoop. And that's how I ended up confusing radishes for purple top turnip greens. If I'd have pulled this one up yesterday, I would have known this was a turnip green. I really would have. But I just left it in the ground. I didn't pull it up. I will say this, either way, this is a great ground buster, if you want to call it that. It does help aerate the soil. You can see how large that turnip green got right there. And there is a ton of them in here. This is, I don't know, how big do y'all pick your turnips before you eat them? Typically here, we eat the tops on our turnip greens, but it's been so warm, and well, actually it's been kind of a roller coaster. Our tops are not doing that great, and these really aren't known for eating the tops. Now, I do plant a turnip green that I do like the tops off of, and I get it from Hoss Tools, called all top turnip greens. This doesn't get near as big, and all the energy goes into making green leafy tops, and it's very, very, very similar to collard green. They are absolutely everywhere in here. So I did plant a bunch of these, that's for sure. And either I knew I was planting turnip greens, or I thought I was planting radishes and got turnip greens. Either way, I did make a mistake. That is for sure. I like to tell y'all when I make a mistake, and I love your feedback, 100%. I appreciate y'all. Now, we got a bunch of turnip greens, and I got to revisit, see if my family still don't like eating this root. Got a feeling they don't. But I bet we could chop this up. I'll do a little research, but I bet we can chop this up and it will compost back into the ground for sure. And that's one main reason that I love doing cover crops, is that it turns into compost and breaks up compacted soils. And I can feed it a treat to the animals. Yeah, I still can't believe I made that mistake. Yeah, I can, because I'm human. Oh, goodness gracious. Boy, that's a big one there too. Y'all look at this one. I mean, that one's beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful and purple that is right there. That is absolutely gorgeous. This white, this purple, and this green. I mean, that doesn't even look real. If I posted a picture of that, somebody'd say, oh, he photoshopped that. That is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. Revisit Brooke. Brooke doesn't even know I made this mistake. I haven't even told her. I haven't told her that I got these mixed up, because she really don't like radishes. And the last time I checked, she don't like turnip green roots either. But we may revisit this situation. Come on, Holly, load up, girl. I'm gonna set these back here. Come on, load up. Let's go. Get on your side. Whew. It's a nasty one today. Nasty. Just stopped at this area. This is where the African blue basil was, and I planted cover crops in here along with my ryegrass. You can see the ryegrass. Did I get this from the same place? That's what I'm wondering. Maybe this is where I planted the radishes. Nope, that's not radishes. I don't see any turnips in here either, though, y'all. This may have been... Nope, there's a turnip green and a radish. Look at there. Got one of each right there. There's a bunch of radishes. See them? Those tillage radishes right there. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Brooke. So you remember yesterday when I told you I picked some radishes, and you said you wasn't a big fan of radishes really, but
Jason, that's a moody size radish.
well, guess what?
What?
It's not a radish.
What is it?
It's a purple top turnip.
Okay. I thought it was a radish.
Oh, I thought it was a radish too, and I thought they were huge. If I'd have picked these big ones yesterday, if I'd have pulled these up, it would have dawned on me. But I was getting these little ones like that one right there. I'm gonna set in the sink. But
oh my goodness, that is hilarious.
But here's the thing. You know, I bought these seeds from the feed store. And I don't remember. I remember radishes, but I don't remember purple top turnip greens.
Well, maybe it just got mixed in accidentally.
It's either that or my memory's not that great. It could be either or.
Well, I was thinking that was a radish, and that's the biggest radish I've ever seen in my life. That's a moody size radish.
It's a monster in it.
It looks like a radish except for the size.
Yeah, they're very similar. Very similar, raw in flavor a little bit. Just like a mild radish.
That's funny.
Yeah. We're not big fans of turnip roots.
We're not.
So, I don't know.
Maybe Moody is.
I was going to say, maybe we could cut them up. Maybe the horses like...
Who knows? Who knows?
They like carrots, we know that.
They do. They would probably like the tops, but they look like they have seen their better day.
Don't look good. See, we like the tops too, but these turnips, these purple tops, are not grown for the greens. That's the typical
grown for the actual turnip.
Yeah, for the turnip root.
Well, I'm just glad they don't make radishes that big, because I don't know what you do with it. You store it in a cold cellar for the whole year.
Oh, well, I do grow those daikons, which is a tillage radish, and they get pretty big.
Not like that, though.
They can. That's why I had me thrown off.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh, goodness. appreciate you hanging out with us today. I'm hoping all y'all are staying warm, staying safe, and nobody gets any of this really bad stuff that they're talking about. I really and truly do. Love you guys. Catch you on the next one. Y'all be good.